sometimes I was really, really low, but I'll just show up because it would make me feel a bit better. And I'll be completely honest. I think one time I was really going through it. Sometimes I might have a glass of wine before the class. Yeah, just to, and then after I'll just go to bed and just be, no one knew what I was going through. I was battling with a lot, but I would just show up.
Hey, Cass.
Hey.
Thank you so much for coming.
It's okay.
I wanted to have a conversation with you because I feel like you've gone through your 20s and you have transformed into such a beautiful woman. I mean, you're beautiful already. Like, I've seen your baby pictures and everything. But you've gone through a transformation in different ways. So I want to get into that transformation. And some people may know you from your fitness journey. I want to strip that back and get to know younger Cass. So what was it like growing up in your household, being the firstborn? Are you the firstborn?
From my mum, yeah.
So being the firstborn in the home till about what age were you the firstborn? The only child?
So I'm 30, my brother's 25. So from about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 or 5 years. It was just me and my mum.
Yeah. So being in the house, you had your little brother and then another little brother. So being in the house, being the only girl and the oldest, what was that like? Were you the bossy sister? Were you the helpful sister?
I would think I was probably the bossy sister growing up, you know. I kind of always just left them to it, if I'm completely honest, but I don't know if they would agree with that. But obviously my mum was always at work a lot, so I had to look after them, take them
that means taking them to
school,
taking them
to school, picking them up. Even my brother that's 5 years younger than me, him coming outside to play with me, which I didn't ever like, but I had no choice. So they were always like my handbag. So
taking them to school, what age was that? Or you went to the same school at a point, so you go together?
Yeah, one of my brothers, we would, so the one that's 4 years younger than me, we were quite young. My mum probably had about 2 jobs. So I remember walking to school with him, so probably about 7, 8. My school wasn't too far, so I'd walk to school with him.
Back then it was safe.
Yeah, back then it was safe, And so I was quite young.
So you mentioned your mum had 2 jobs back then. Did you feel it that, you know, your mum wasn't in the house, or did it take a toll on you?
My mum still did everything for us, so I don't think it did anything. Well, not that I can remember anyway.
So you've mentioned your mum. So your parents were not together.
Yeah, they weren't together now.
What was your relationship like with your father growing up? Did you have spend the weekends with him? Did he come and visit?
So I think I was probably 3 when my mum and dad split up. But growing up, I just remember going to my dad's every weekend.
Were you daddy's girl?
No, I was more of a mummy's girl, because obviously I think there was a period where I didn't see him that much. So all I know is my mum. I remember going to my dad's every weekend, but I don't really remember much.
So let's talk about secondary school, because you went to a girls' school, as did I, and from going to a girls' school, it shapes you. Like, it felt like Bad Girls Club and reality TV all in one. It felt like boarding school, even though we would go right home. What was your experience like?
I would say secondary school were my best years. I loved secondary school. I still talk to everyone from school. I really appreciate my friends. Secondary school for me, I would say, it was.
It was a journey.
It was a journey. People always say, "Oh, you went to girls' school." I'm very happy I went there. It was very cliquey. I can say I was a bit of a rude.
Were you?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
So you were a mean girl?
I don't know about that.
I mean, I got excluded, if that makes you feel a bit better.
Yeah, you see, I'm happy you said you got excluded, because the other day I was talking to my friends and then I said, well, you lot got excluded more than me, so clearly I'm not that bad. And when I only got excluded twice from year 7 to year 11, and I think that's very good.
To be honest, they did exclude you for like...
Exactly, and the stuff that I got excluded for was, so I think they were both year 10 and year 11, so the first one was I called a teacher racist.
Oh, they excused you for that?
Yes.
Oh, she was racist.
Because I think someone had like coloured extensions, and I said, well, the white girls have coloured hairs, so why is she so us? And then my friend said, yeah, you're racist, and they just excluded us. And the second time got excluded was basically my whole science class, because we had a supply teacher and we videoed her. Well, she was deciding to do talent show to us anyway, so we put her on Facebook. So I got excluded for minor things.
Yeah.
So to me, I wasn't.
That's crushing someone. She probably didn't teach again because of you guys.
So that's the only things I got excluded for. But yeah, secondary school was the best years. I had lots of fun. I wish I took education a bit more serious then.
Why is that?
I just feel like when I went to uni is when
It hit you.
yeah, college as well. I did. I think college as well, I took education quite serious, but for me secondary school was just about friends.
Yeah.
For me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of friends, even though you said you speak to your friends from secondary school, what can you say about friendship? Because you've gone through your adolescence and your 20s. So what can you say about friends and the type of friends you should keep? Just general, what girls can look out for or learn. What's your experience?
Do you know what is secondary school taught me? Even though I talked to a lot of people, you know, there's gonna be people falling out, like people that I thought I'll be friends forever. We're not close anymore. But as we got older, obviously we've gone back together.
Oh,
It might not be how it was in school,
Yeah.
but in school it was very, you know, this person said this person, everyone's talking about this person. But for me, it's just teenager stuff, you know? And I don't know where that came from. So this person might not talk to that person, how I'm talk to...
You're able to maintain.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Why do you think that is? Is it because you're a people's person, or
It must be.
Yeah, of course.
It must be.
Yeah.
And I didn't ever think I was. But
okay.
it's quite interesting to see. I've got so much like different circles of friends. So I'm friends with this person, I'm friends with that person, I'm friends with... Even if we're not close, I'm very, hi, you're right, whatever happened. Yeah, so...
That's good.
Yeah.
What was uni like for you? Because now you've moved out. Were you outside London?
Yeah, I went to Northampton.
Yeah, you've moved away from the home. I'm guessing that's your first experience living
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
of the home. So what was that like?
Uni, so I went to Northampton. Obviously, I didn't really know anyone that went there. I think I only knew two of my male friends that I went primary school, secondary, the boys' school. So uni, yeah, I didn't have that wow uni experience. I hated it.
Really?
I didn't know anyone, and I met one friend there through one of my school friends, which I was actually her maid of honour for her wedding.
Nice.
So we got really close in uni.
Oh.
Yeah. I kept myself to myself. I was quite antisocial in uni, so it's only after uni I got closer with people. So I spoke to a few people, but uni for me is just, yeah, I didn't really like uni, if I'm completely honest. No. Yeah, no, not really.
So, but you stayed there for three,
years. And I worked there as well, so I had to stay there. So it was quite depressing.
Wow.
Yeah, so secondary school, great. University.
So it seems like you were in your shell in uni. Do you why is that? Were you just not open to putting yourself out there?
Yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't. Yeah, I just kept myself to myself. I was very particular about who I spoke to. Yeah, and it's only after uni that I'm like, yeah, you went to my uni. I was very particular of who I spoke to. But I would say I kept myself to myself.
Do you wish you mingled a bit more, or you're okay with
I'm very much okay. Yeah, and again, I've got valuable friendships of people that went to my uni.
Quality,
exactly.
Anyway.
So, no, I'm happy with how things went in uni. And I value all the people that I met at uni as well.
Yeah, what did you study?
Oh my God, social and community development. So that's another thing. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I just did anything.
What were your interests at that time?
I don't know. I really don't know. I went to do health and social care first year. Yeah.
It was easy to do.
So yeah, and that's another thing. If I could do it again, I'm happy I got the degree, but I probably wouldn't go.
Yeah.
Or maybe study business or something. I just didn't know what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I feel like those who didn't go to uni,
Mm-hmm.
they were able to get that step ahead and
Yeah.
develop themselves
Yeah.
in the workplace.
Yeah.
Because like you, I don't really remember
Yeah.
like exactly what I studied.
Yeah. But it's funny that I didn't know what to study, but it kind of falls in line to, because social and community development, community helping, and that's what I do now, even with work, with the business, community, building communities. So it all lines into helping, making a change. So I guess it ties in. It definitely ties in, especially making a change and making an impact. So it kind of does. So yeah.
So you mentioned you work with younger people. How did that come about? Why did you start that?
Yeah, do you know? So I've since 16, I've had probably over like 16 jobs.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a lot of jobs.
Job?
I think. Well, she's like. My first job. What was? Wow, I should know this. Oh my god.
Okay, what's the worst?
Oh no, so my first job, it was actually a really good job. So I was working for Sony.
Okay.
So I was my
job?
first job, 16, 17, I was working for Sony, but it was just a contract. So I had done that for 6 months, and obviously when the contract ended, the worst job ever, I've had lots, but I would say from being a teenager, I think my stepdad got me a job. I was basically a cleaner. So he told me that I was going to be at the bar, and I was cleaning tables, and just imagine being in college, getting home past midnight. I said, I'm not doing this. I have education, you know.
Yeah.
So in terms of working with young people, it's funny you say that, because I had lots of just different jobs. And one time I saw a girl that went to my school, and then I think I was looking for a job. She's like, oh yeah, this place that I work at doing tuition, you know, they're looking for people, I'll hook you up. I'm like, okay. So I had an interview. So it was a unit, so when kids get kicked out of school. So yeah, I just landed the job, and till this day I would say that was one of my best jobs ever. I think that's when I learned, I like working with younger people, you know. And what I loved about it is obviously they've all been kicked out of school, so they're there for a reason, you know. Challenging young people is what it built resilience. You know, it was a really hard job,
because they were very challenging.
It was very a lot of times I've had to hold my wig because I'm breaking up fights.
Oh, okay.
I always say I'm basically a security guard, because all you're doing is breaking up fights. And lots of kids with ADHD, like SEN, lots of different issues. Just imagine they're all in one place, constantly fighting. One time I had a young boy call me a scare. It's like, shut up, you slag. And
how did you feel?
You're just, remember, it's not personal. So it's just like, you have to take it. And then later he apologized anyway. But all my friends always say, I could never do your job, because the stuff that you deal with was... So I was there for about 2 years, and then I left and just done my business full time. And then I'm back so I'm still working with young people, but just for the council. Okay. So yeah,
doing a little thing for the community.
Yes. So same with the young people. So yeah, I really enjoy it. I think I just like helping people. Yeah, it's very challenging, but yeah.
But it must be a nice feeling when you meet a young person and they're very close. They don't want to listen to anything. Then over time, they get comfortable with you. They start to engage and speak more. So just seeing that transition, it must be a really nice feeling.
It's all about the approach. That you have to be creative. You know,
obviously you go through training as well to prepare you. Or
you go through training, but I know it's my personality to get the young people. They draw when they see. When I was in school, I didn't have anyone like me.
True,
you see, so whatever. But whereas when they see you as a friend, or you're talking like them, they're just like, you know,
okay, she gets it.
Yeah, when they see you get it, they're like, yeah, you're cool. I can talk to you. Yeah. So
that helps.
Yeah, 100% helps.
Let's talk about the business. Because I wonder if you woke up one day and said, I want to start a business. Is that how Cass Fitness started?
No. So this is, okay, so I said this the other day. So I remember all my friends, they're either good at makeup, hair, nails.
Yeah, I saw
yeah, and we was in a group chat and they're just talking about like business ideas, and I was like, oh, well, I'm not good at anything, so what am I gonna do? I can't do hair, I can't do makeup, I can't do anything. And I always used to say I'm not good at anything. So with the business, it was just, so in 2015 I'd put on a bit of weight. I used to work in Vodafone, and I remember sitting down and my belly was just like, I just thought, oh.
How did you put on the weight? Is it the late nights, closing the shop early, and late?
I just
snacking?
eat.
Okay, anytime.
Yeah, just eat.
What was your favourite thing to eat back then?
Oh, every pizza, Chinese, everything. McDonald's. I lived next to McDonald's. I'm eating McDonald's like 3 times a week. Yeah, everything. And I grew up on junk. There was no such thing as water in my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just fizzy drink and juice. Anytime I go to someone's house and they say water, I said, where's the drink? So I said, oh, you know what? I remember I sent a picture of my belly to the group chat, and they said, oh my God, are you pregnant? And I don't know, I just made the change from there. I just started going to the gym, and I was being really over the top with it. So like my WhatsApp status had junk food X, and then all the healthy snacks tick. I was just being over the top because that was motivating me, you know, to just let me do this. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just watching YouTube videos, just exercising. The first time I ever tried to work out, 2 minutes, but every day I kept going, and I cut out the fizzy drinks, was still drinking juice, so I took it one step at a time. So I was documenting everything. So yeah, I was just like, oh, created a little Instagram, just follow my journey. And then
so this was all in
2016, that's when I started documenting everything on Instagram. And then how did it so in 2018, I don't know what happened. I think, I decided to create an ebook. Yeah. Yes,
I still have that ebook. Yeah.
I can't remember what year that was.
Probably 2018.
Okay, so I think I lost.
Or even 17.
Yeah. So what happened? I lost my job. So I was working in education recruitment at the time. You know, it was just got gas. I thought, oh yeah, this is light work. This is easy. And then I remember I got a new car because I'm thinking, yeah, bonus, I can get a new car. And then one day I went in and said, sorry, we're going to have to let you go. You're not hitting. And I remember I cried my eyes out. So obviously I was very depressed in bed. I couldn't afford anything. And my mum was even paying for my car insurance. Very depressed. And then one day I just said, if I continue to stay in my bed and cry, what's that going to do? It's not going to do anything. So I just said, well, you could do well with this fitness thing. Do a PT course and just start training people. So I remember I just put on Snapchat, anyone looking for
you did a PT course?
Pardon, I did, but I still hadn't completed it yet. I done that, and then I put on, because I already built a little community from obviously documenting my journey. So I just said, anyone looking for PT? And then I remember Florence, my first ever client, she emailed, she told my cousins, oh yeah, I wanted to train me. I remember seeing an email like, oh my God. So Cathryn has just started from me getting fired from my job. So I started doing 1-to-1 sessions, and then I created the ebook. I used my last £50 to get someone on Fiverr to put it together. I had so much debt, and I remember so many people bought that ebook. I said, wow.
How did that make you feel?
I was very overwhelmed. Like, oh my God, people really buy it from me. And then I was able to pay my debt, and I just started investing in more things, fitness products, and that's it really. I just got fired from my job, and it just
blew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So looking back at the journey, what are some of the highlights that you look back and you're proud of? So from the fitness journey, what
I
you've been
would
able to
say.
do for people?
When people lose weight or get to certain goals, and they're like, Cass, like, thank you so much, training mothers, just seeing people happier. And for me as well, just someone that had no idea what they were doing, that I'll stay up late nights trying to build websites, just doing everything by myself. I think for me it's seeing people wear my stuff as well. Once I went to the gym with my friend and there was 2 girls wearing the sweat belt, and I was so embarrassed.
What? Embarrassed?
I was just
That's
shy.
not the word.
I know, I'm not embarrassed, but I was really shy.
Oh.
And when people say, oh, like I saw some girl in your and I just say to myself, wow,
You did that.
I did that.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, when you're not where you want to be, you just lose motivation, and you just say, but then when people are still wearing your thing till now, it's like, you know what, I've created something, I'm onto something. Yeah.
And what are some of the challenges you've experienced in business? Because I know you, like you said, you have products, so that means you're communicating with other people. What do you have to say?
Yeah, I will be here all day. There's been so many. I've lost a lot of money. I tried to sell too many things. So I think the biggest challenge was trying to sell too many products. And it just put the business in debt.
Is it like the quantity that you're ordering?
No. I'll get excited. Okay, I'm gonna sell this, I'm gonna sell that, I'm gonna sell this, I'm gonna sell that. So it wasn't worthwhile. It wasn't making profit. And even me, I think I tried to sell dumbbells in lockdown. It taught me, why are you trying to sell these heavy? It costs too much for it to come here, customs, and they were all damaged anyway.
How were they damaged?
Yeah, because obviously it's quite heavy, so a lot of them came damaged. Didn't get my money back. The first dumbbells I tried to sell didn't have my logo on them, and I already promoted it as having my logo. So I just had to say, okay, what should I do? So I quickly just got rid of all of them on eBay, and then bought them again, and a lot of, and it came damaged again. They were too, it just didn't make sense. So it taught me about selling lighter things and stop. I don't know what I was trying to be, like this, let me try and be different. And so I think the biggest challenge was selling too many products and the weight of things. It's not going to make sense. You know, I tried to sell hula hoops, water bottles, so it looks good, but it's not.
In the long run,
no. Really? So I spent a lot of money on trying to sell.
But it's trial and error though. You're testing it out. You're seeing what the people like, what they don't like. I mean, I've got your water bottle, I've got your hula hoop, I've got your resistance band, I've got your sweat belt. So people do use them. But do you say it's the quantity maybe?
No, I didn't think it through. So you're basically spending a lot of money.
How much, can you talk figures? How much did you lose?
So with the dumbbells, I would say I lost over $3,000
on one product.
Yeah, and the dumbbells. I think, I can't remember, but it was over $3,000 on the dumbbells. And with the mats, the profit just didn't make sense. It was too expensive to ship to the UK, and you can't try and sell it it just doesn't make sense. And whereas your small business, you have to buy like small quantities. So it looks good. Oh yeah, she sells this, she sells that.
But only you know what you have to go through.
And I think I didn't know what I was doing. So for example, I will see lots of money in my account and I'm just trying to do this, do that. For example, I was paying someone to do my orders. I was paying them too much. I didn't know. I just thought, that's fine. So I didn't educate myself in a lot of areas. I was just dashing away money and not thinking things through. So I think that's where I went wrong. But I'm happy I went through all of that because now I know.
You know. So what did COVID teach you? Because you mentioned you tried to sell the dumbbells during COVID, during lockdown. So that period, I know you were really doing some work on yourself, like self-development. So as a whole, what did COVID teach you about yourself, about you as an individual, your business, just in general?
I feel COVID, I think that's when I started therapy. So COVID is when the new CAS came out. I went through something and I decided to go to therapy. So from COVID is when I started saying, who is Cass? So just little things. I remember one time my therapist asked me, who is Cass? And I just looked at her. I said, I couldn't answer the question. So it just opened my eyes. And I got closer to God as well. obviously I've always been a Christian, but it was okay, my mum forces me to go to church. I didn't have my own relationship with God, and sometimes it's quite sad that you have to go through something really bad to then start your. So I'm really happy that happened during COVID. So I became this new woman.
So
and
who is Cass?
Who is Cass?
Yeah.
So okay, now you're putting me on the spot. Like, I can't be answering, but I would say Cass is Cass. Don't put me on the spot.
What's Cass is Cass? Who is Cass?
Who is Cass? Cass is beautiful.
Yes.
Intelligent.
Yes.
You just put me on the spot. I can't. Obviously, I know who Cass is, but confident.
So looking back at the old Cass,
Yeah.
how are you different now? What do you see in yourself now that you
I
didn't
think I've
see then?
embraced. For example, I think a big one for me was embracing my natural beauty. So, for example, wearing my natural hair out. I never in them. I said, no, my head's big. No, I'm not. I'm not rocking. I have to put a wig on. But I think one time someone said something, asked me a question, like, oh, why don't? I'm like, because I don't want to. I was very defensive. And then when I went therapy, I was like, you know what? Let me try and see with my natural hair. And I got so confident in wearing my natural hair out, you know? And I even changed the way I dressed. I think I used to dress a bit ghetto, fabulous, ratchet. And sometimes, you know, when you've got a bit like a figure, when you wear certain clothes, you just look a bit tacky.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, one time I was wearing a jumpsuit and some guy that went to my uni, he said, Cass, what are you wearing? Got defensive. What do you mean, what am I wearing? I'm not like that, so no one can tell me nothing. He said, okay, I know you're not like that, but it's the way you're presenting yourself. Other people are going to see you a certain way. And it's 8 years later, I actually messaged him. I said,
thank you.
You know what? I didn't get it then, but I get it now.
So you actually took the time to message him?
Yeah, because I had him on socials.
Self-aware.
Yeah, no, I actually messaged him because I didn't understand. And I was attracting a certain type of guys. I was like, I want to live a different life. Why do I think dressing like this is the only way? I want to change. It's like I threw away lots of things in my wardrobe. You can still be sexy and modest.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? But for me, it was, I don't know where it came from. So even Who is Cass is just that transition from dressing a certain way. For me, getting rid of lots of my clothes was a big thing. And when my mum would see me like with my new clothes, she would just be smiling like, oh wow, you look nice, you know? So with the whole dressing stuff, I don't know if it's from my friends, if it's what I see. So yeah, that was the biggest
change.
Yeah.
So you spoke about during COVID, you started therapy. I know therapy is an uncomfortable journey and process, but how long did it take for you to actually be open and to see the change, to work on the things that needed to be worked on?
I wanted to fix the relationship with my dad. Yeah, not that there was an issue, but I wasn't, because I didn't grow up with him. I just wanted.
Did you feel like you missed out on that, like, daddy-daughter relationship, you know, daddy's girl, or like just having a male figure to speak to?
Yeah, I did. I had like my uncles, but
it's still not the same.
He's not
like,
the yeah.
My dad's not there.
Yeah.
Did you? So after therapy, did you speak to your dad that? Did you tell your dad that you went to therapy or you just picked up?
We just picked up and we just got a bit closer.
You saw the changes from there.
Yeah.
Okay. How long are you still in therapy? How long did
you so I need to go back, but I've been doing it since 2020, so I would say for over 2 years. So first it was like every week, and then after it was every fortnight, then after it was once a month. Okay. I don't think therapy is something that you should stop. You know, you're learning about yourself. You're learning how to deal with your emotions. The first time I ever went to therapy, I just broke down. I think because I just it was a relationship that just went down the drain. So I just broke down. Sometimes I'll be in therapy and I'll be in my bed just crying. I'm not up for it today. But over time, I was able to just open up and just become this new woman. Yeah.
So during that time, the whole world was closed. So did you find it difficult to work on yourself, because everything is still and silent, and you have to sit alone within your thoughts, or do you feel like it was easy for you to work on yourself?
For me, it was easy, just simply because obviously because the world was still, fitness became a big thing, because that's the only thing that we was allowed to do, go out. And so that's when the online sessions really blew off. So it was fitness that got me through. So it was quite easy because of me doing the online classes. And obviously I'm constantly talking to people, I was in a bad place, but I was helping others. So it wasn't that hard because I was helping others, and exercising really does make me happy. So the fitness classes, the music, it made me happy. So yeah, it wasn't too difficult because of that fitness. Yeah.
So even though you love fitness and you love helping people, and it was a bad time for you during that time, did you have days where you looked at your phone, okay, I've got a class in like an hour, I really don't want to do this?
Yeah.
Or did you just say, you know what, let me just...
Yeah.
Was there ever a time where you cancelled any of your classes?
Sometimes I was really low, but I'll just show up because it would make me feel a bit better. And I'll be completely honest, I think one time I was really going through it. Sometimes I might have a glass of wine before the class. Okay. Just to... and then after I'll just go to bed and just be... No one knew what I was going through. I was battling with a lot, but I would just show up.
That's good. Working out is your outlet. People always say, do what works for you in the gym, do what works for you in terms of fitness, but how do you get to discover what works for you? Because I'm struggling. How do you know what works for you?
Okay, so when people say it depends what your goal is, So when people say do what works for you, not everyone likes the gym, okay?
Okay, expert, let me listen to this.
Yeah, not everyone likes the gym, so if I don't like the gym, I'm not going to go because I don't like it. Okay, if you don't like the gym, maybe do a home workout. If you don't like home, maybe join a class. Do something, just be active. But what people need to understand, depending on what so for example, if your goal is to look a certain way, obviously we've all got different body types. Like I know my goal right now, the look that I'm going for, I have to go to the gym. I have to lift heavier weights. Do you see what I mean? So someone just staying at home and just doing cardio, you're not going to get to a particular goal. You have to do stuff that you don't want to do. But if it's just health in general, just do stuff that you enjoy doing. You know, one of my cousins, she doesn't like going to gym, so she just walks, you know. Her goal is just to be healthy overall. It's more than just aesthetics. So, you know how you're saying you're struggling? What are you struggling with?
Everything.
Okay, so is it that you don't like going to the gym?
It's not that I don't like going to the gym. It's like finding the time and knowing how to, I guess, use the equipment. Because my gym is not a big gym, but I feel like maybe the times I'm going is because sometimes the gym can be a bit daunting. Like, all these different people. How do I hold the equipment? Am I doing it correctly? I can look.
So why don't you I know personal trainers are quite expensive, but that's the only way is investing in a personal trainer. I'm sorry, people can spend the money on hair, bags, shoes. If you do not know how to use something, you have to get the expert to help you. Because I understand, I can go on TikTok, I can go on YouTube, but
it's the form, something will be out of place. That makes sense. But how did you though figure out what worked for you when you first started your journey there?
Because I didn't know what I was doing.
So
I think over time I just learned, you know, and obviously doing the course as well. Doing the course obviously helped, but in the beginning I had no idea, but I still just did it, you know, and maybe that's why I lost so much weight, because I was just doing cardio. I had no idea what I was doing. But if I could go back, I would just get an expert to help me get to my goals.
You would have done that from the beginning.
Because I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. So
when you took the first picture of yourself and said, I'm going to change, how long did it take you to take the next picture and see the changes?
I wish I would have taken more pictures, if I'm completely honest. When I first started, that's what I always tell people, take pictures, take pictures, take pictures. But I think my before and after was 8 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just said, wow. And for me, it was, because I dropped out eating, obviously I was exercising, but it was the food. I just stopped eating all the junk.
Okay, so you cut out the jollof.
No, junk as in crisps, all of
the snacks.
Yeah, and McDonald's and all of that stuff. So I still eat, but I'm just very portions. So I used to eat really bad. So when I cut out all the junk, when I started seeing a difference, I'm like, wow, you know, this is actually real. It's what you feed your body.
Oh, so it's true what they say. It's mostly what you eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think everyone knows this. Don't you think?
Yeah, but you know when something is right next to you, you
Yeah.
normally reach out for that. But I guess that's why meal prepping.
Yes.
Is talk about meal prepping, because I know you love your meal prep.
Yeah. Again, I've gone back to being serious again, and I just do the same thing every week. I can't come and kill myself. Yeah. Just just keep it simple.
Yeah,
I think
'cause it
people
works.
try to complicate things and do the most. I just keep it simple. I enjoy what I eat, and then I just take it from there.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
because when you don't meal prep, is when you fall off.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've realised that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on Amazon
Yeah.
and order
The containers.
Yes.
Yeah. No, do it 100%,
yeah.
and just keep it simple.
Yeah.
You know, and just make sure you're enjoying what you're eating.
Yeah.
But meal prep, because when people complain that they're not seeing a difference, I always ask them, what are you eating?
Yeah.
And when they answer, I just say,
Can't help you. Okay, give the girlies some advice when it comes to meal prepping. What do you eat for breakfast? What do you eat for lunch? What do you eat for dinner?
okay, so for breakfast, I always have porridge, and I would probably have eggs, and then if I'm bothered, my greens. Yeah, so it's always protein, carbs, greens, protein, carbs, greens.
Okay.
So I always keep it basic, just eggs, 4 eggs for the protein, because you have to have high protein diet.
Okay.
So for me, eggs, then I would have my oats, and then if I can be bothered, spinach or broccoli, just to get the greens in. But if not, then I'll just have eggs and
this is
oats.
breakfast?
Yeah, that's breakfast. Yeah. Lunch, let's just say I would have chicken, veg, rice. Yeah. Then dinner, I'd probably have, let's say, salmon, pasta, veg. Can you see protein, carbs, veg, and obviously snacks in between? Protein yogurt, tuna sandwich. I always have obviously snacks in between. Yeah, but the protein fills me up anyway. But it's always like breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack.
Okay, and that's just an ongoing.
Yeah, just
it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just instilled in me now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a lifestyle. Yeah.
But I'm sure you've fallen off sometimes.
Oh, I've fallen off like 20. So I started my journey in 2015. I've fallen off around 10 times. So now I've said to myself, there's none of that anymore. Obviously, it's okay to have bad days, but I can't. I don't know if you've seen the pictures. 1 minute I'm doing week 7, and it's like, hold on a second. No, you know, because, and sometimes I feel maybe it was the way that I was training, or I let things get to me, and because my belly doesn't come out, I get wide. So I just think, oh yeah, it's okay. And then it just creeps up on me. So yeah, I've fallen off a lot of times, and it is okay to fall off, but just always pick yourself back up. And I'm so grateful that I've been able to pick myself back up.
How are you able to pick yourself back up? Do you have an accountability partner, or you just give yourself a pep talk, like, do you know what?
I just give myself a pep talk. And I think the smartest thing I did last year was keeping my WhatsApp group, because that was just created from when I started the fitness lockdown. Then I deleted it because obviously everything stopped. And then when I stopped Cass Fitness, I said, let me still just keep this group. And if I didn't keep that group, it still gave me some kind of motivation to, you know, work out, do something. So I think the biggest thing for me was keeping my WhatsApp.
What happens?
So it's just a fitness accountability group. So originally it was just the people in the sessions. So when I stopped doing the sessions, I just turned it into, health and fitness account. We put meal ideas, just lots of tips and stuff. So of recent, this group had around 20 people, then 50, now it's got nearly 200. And it's just so motivating, so much women in there, different types of women just putting stuff in there. It's like a big accountability group. Just finished my workout. Sometimes you'll be in bed, you see someone just got to the gym. I jump up and go just because someone has said that they're going to the gym, you know, or just meal prepped. So accountability is key.
Yeah, so the group does that for you.
Yeah. And I think that's the best thing that I did was keep
the group.
Keep the group.
Yeah, so you're really out here helping the ladies
I
in the
am,
community.
I'm trying.
How does that make you feel though?
Happy.
Yeah.
I think when people come with when I see that people talking or saying, oh, I love this group, and you know, just seeing everyone just posting them go to the gym, I just say, wow, I nearly gave this up and now I'm slowly coming back. So it was important for me to keep that community. Not everything's about money, you know. First, the group was just people that had paid for no, this is just a group full of women just on their journey. So I'm building, even if I'm starting again, I'm building a solid foundation. Yes, there's Instagram, Snapchat, but I've created a close, come on, WhatsApp is personal, it's your phone, you know? So a small community of women, and for me, it's just, it does make me really happy, like, wow. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I just always said, let me just keep this group.
Keep it up there.
Yeah.
I feel like your journey, you've done so well.
Thank you.
Even this year alone, I've been seeing your before and afters. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like if you spend 7 weeks doing this, I'm talking to myself, like I can have a smaller waist, I can have a smaller back.
So what's stopping you from? I always want to know more.
I always say time, and I know it's like it's a cop out.
It is
a cop out because. But where I'm working, like standing on my feet all day, it's like
so is a lot of other people that go to gym, by the way. And you don't have kids. A lot of people in my group are mothers of more than two. Yeah.
I'm just, I just think the discipline isn't, the fire isn't
just say,
there
and that's why I say
because,
just say that, because even me, I used to say, oh no, I'm not lifting heavy because I don't like heavy weights. Everything, excuses, and I'm like, everything's an excuse.
Because I know that if I'm consistent at it, I can, because I tried going to the gym like 5:30 in the morning and it felt good. Like went back home, got ready for the office, walked to the office, walked home. It felt good. But doing that every day, it's like, I don't know, maybe I need to have the same vim I had when I did that and carry that on. But like going to the gym is a mental, like you need to be so disciplined. You need to be sick of it, like, and I'm at that place though when I look at myself, I'm like, okay, no, I'm sick of this. I don't really like the way I look, and I'm not gonna do anything else to alter my body. But as I said before, I really feel like it's the meal prep for me, because some days I'm too tired to even make something, so I probably won't eat, or I'll just have like a yogurt. Like you said the protein, carbs.
Yeah, you're under eating. Yeah, protein, carbs and veg. Yeah, so you're under eating. Yeah, and that contributes to weight gain as well.
And the easiest access, like, you know, Uber Eats, and just order something, and I'm not gonna look on the healthy option. So I know what I need to do, and I'm gonna do it. No, I have to, because I wanna look good. So
you know what to do.
I know. No, we all know what to do. Though,
everyone does.
We just need to be sick of it and actually be consistent.
I love how you said we just need to be sick of it. That is true.
In general, with everything, because when people make a change, it's like they're actually sick of it. Like, let me actually change this. So no, I feel like I needed this, and I'm sure many other people will appreciate it, because this year I feel like we're actually, women as a whole, we are really evolving and changing, and with that, health is number one.
It's number one.
It is number one.
It is everything. Health,
like
health,
you're glowing.
health,
I can't see a pimple on your face.
Oh, you see, can I just say, so I said this in the group the other day, that when I've gone back to being serious again, and forget, I'm not even going to be fake and say I've been drinking lots of water because it's cold. Sorry, I've been under drinking my water because I'm just cold, so I haven't really been drinking that much water. But since in this 8-7 weeks that I've started meal prepping again, I haven't got a spot. I used to get random spots all the time on my period, on my forehead. So I said, I remember I'm all about balance. If I want Snickers, I'm eating a Snickers. I'm not too strict, but just going back to eating consistently my basic meals, I've noticed a big difference in my skin. So it's the food. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
you are what you eat.
yeah,
so.
yeah. And that's not just drink water, because again, I'm drinking water, but I'm not drinking that much. But it's my diet. Because I found that very interesting. Why do I get these? I always would randomly, or in my periods coming, I'll get a random spot.
It's the oil and stuff. I mean, it's not hard though, because the beginning of the year I said to myself, I'm not going to
I saw you in the gym the other day.
I've been going.
Okay.
I've been going, like I have really good weeks.
Okay.
And then when I get really busy with like clients and stuff, then it's like I can't be bothered to walk to the gym, because I'm sorry, when I'm braiding for the whole day, so even when I sit down, that's it. I can't get up.
There's hairdressers in the group, by the way.
I know.
Busy hairdressers as well, yeah. Just saying. But they used to make these excuses as well. But now, yeah. I'm even meeting one of them on Monday. We're going Pilates.
Ooh.
Yeah, but she was always making excuses. I can't, I'm tired, but she's a mum. Just saying.
Thanks.
Yeah, just saying.
Okay. I have no excuse. I know. I've got no excuse. It is really the discipline, because I just need to remember the discipline I had at the start of the year, because it did feel good to actually go to the gym, especially beginning of the day.
So do you think a class would be better for you, or?
I'm sure.
Well, you came to one of my classes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, if it's a class like that,
yeah.
I'll come.
Okay.
Hint.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was a class like that, I'll go. I know what the first step is, more prepping. I'm definitely going to do that. Refer back to my Cass Fitness ebook. I do go in it some. Okay, let me try something. Let me spice it up. But like you said, don't force it. Like, stick to what you like.
Stick to stuff that you like. I think that is so important, because sometimes I used to eat stuff and I'm not eating this, you know. So just stick to stuff that you like.
Yeah, I feel like it's just making it easy.
Yeah,
make it easy for
yourself.
Yeah,
season the chicken how you want it to be seasoned, because if it's not, you're not gonna want to eat it. Trust me.
But make sure you have your greens with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Noted. So speaking of all of that, what is in store for Cass Fitness? You mentioned you took a bit of a break.
Yeah.
Now you're coming back.
Yeah.
So what's making you come back, and what's going to change? What's in store?
I think when the business went in debt, I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I give up. I just said, yeah, that's it. I'm not doing it. Forget it. I tried. I done what I needed to do. So I took a year out.
Okay.
I never went on Cass Fitness page. I wasn't looking at anything, but I needed that time out. And anytime people say, oh yeah, do this, I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. I've done what I needed to do. I don't know where this came from. And one day I just said, no, like you learn a lot from this. I think what I learned now is partnership working with people.
Yeah, you can't do it all alone.
You can't do it all.
It's okay to have help.
Yeah, it's okay to have help. So I've learned all of that. So now slowly, again, I can't say what, because I don't know, but I'm still working on it, and Cass is coming back, and whatever God says is meant to be will be. I learned a lot from the however years it was, 2016 to 2021, and I'm just taking one step at a time. I'm not going to try and rush, but for me, it's all about working together rather than trying to do everything by myself. Yeah.
So that, taking the fitness business side out, you as a woman, your journey, I feel like we're always evolving. Like every day is a journey to become a better you. So this year, what does that look like for you? What are you going to do more of? What are you going to do less of? What are you going to do to feed your soul?
What am I going to do more of is my relationship with God. So again, I got close to God in 2020. So for me, it's my relationship with God is really important. It's not just, oh, you was in a bad place, so forget who I am. No, I'm always going to know him. So I'm going to make sure I'm going to continue to, trust in God, go to church, read the Bible, do more of that, doing different things. Like my friend's got a book club. I go to book club on Thursdays, just doing lots of things out of the box, doing less of, I think I get distracted quite easily. I can keep saying, yeah, business on the phone, but no, I need to break up with my phone. I'm too addicted to my phone. So I need to be more disciplined in terms of, my phone.
Yeah, I feel like you're quite good with that though. When you say I'm taking time off,
when I say I'm taking time out, I'm taking time out. So that's true. I am really good with that. But I know that I could get more things done. I procrastinate on my phone too. It's just it's ridiculous. Yeah.
We're gonna do less of that.
Yeah, gonna do less of that. And just keep the discipline with. Since I've gone back to fitness, it's just I'm much happier. You know, that waking up. I wake up at 4:30 to do abs with my friend. I go to now that I've moved out, I wake up early to go to the gym. I complain less. I'm genuinely so happy. And the other day I said, I don't think I've ever been this happy.
Really?
And that's me as a single woman. I'm just happy. Me going, you see me hula hoop. Can you see how happy I am when I'm doing it? I'm just happy. You know, being in my own space, I'm just happy. So I'm just working on me, doing what makes me happy. And I know it's cliche, but yeah, for me, the whole fitness thing and helping others, bringing people together is what makes me happy. Even in the group, the other day, I didn't even know it was International Women's Day, but I'd done it the day before. I looked at my phone and I said, there's 170 people in this group. Sorry, who is everyone? So I just said, with me, I always want everyone to win. It's not just about you, you know? And that's why I get on with so many people, because I want to put people on, you know? If me and you are doing the same thing, it doesn't, I'm not going to not big you up because we're so I said, hi ladies. I think I saw someone's picture and it said something about tech something. I don't even know what it said. And I said, wow, that looks interesting. So I went to a group and said, hi ladies. I just saw someone's picture and said something about tech. And if you've got a business, whatever, like just pop it. It was just coming. There was lawyers. There was so much people with like big businesses working in lots. There was even a lot of the women in the group was like, oh my God, I want to cry. There was photographers, videographers. There was so many different, like when I saw that there was lawyers in the group and solicitors, I said, wait, what? Like, I was like, wow. And people just dropping their, like even black brands, hair businesses. There was so many stuff and people like, oh my God, direct message me, just linking people together. Oh my God, do you go to this? Yeah, let's meet up. And I just said, wow, they were just networking in a fitness group chat. Then we started talking about, someone started showing their mum's hair dressers, because I think she was losing hair, so show what products and that. Put anything you want. It's not, but fitness, health is everything, you know? True. And for me, the way people just getting happy from just people saying like what they do or putting their business in the group made me smile, you know? Like I want when I die, that Cass girl, like she really, you know, made an impact. She really helped people. She's such a lovely person. I might come across as, but everyone, my heart is pure, of course. You know, and I just want, where I can help people in different ways, that's my purpose. Before I didn't know what my purpose was, you know, but even some other girl, and I feel more opportunities come to me when I'm just my true self. Like after that day, someone just messaged me like, Cass, oh my God, this is what I do. I think you should do this. When just be nice. Just be nice. Just be nice. Just help people. And my other friend, she's a PT. Someone was saying, no, I don't want her in a group. No, I said, listen, come in this group right now. Now you can help me answer questions because just teamwork. Yeah.
That's good. You're
Yeah.
doing a really
Thank
amazing
you.
job.
Thanks.
And I can't wait to see what else is in store. Please bring back the classes because
Okay.
I'm going to be one of the first to sign up. I need it. So.
Okay, girl.
Thank you. This
You're
has been a nice chat,
welcome.
and I'm
Yeah.
happy that you're happy. You look happy. You
Thank
look
you.
amazing.
Thank
you're
you.
glowing.
Thank
Everything
you.
is on point.
Thank you.
So keep it up.
Thanks, Cathryn.
Okay.